Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video, I thought it would be fun to do a little get ready with me story time because boy do I have a story that I need to share. It's a babysitting horror story. Yeah. But basically today is an exhausting day. I have a counselor's meeting. I'm not even wearing my watch in like 20 minutes. And then I have class all day, and then I have to work tonight at my job that I hate that. I'm like, do I put in my 2 weeks or do I not? Because I have 2 jobs. And my one main job, nannying, which is not what the story time's about, pays really well. So I'm like, I'm not really even making enough money at my second job to like justify it, you know. I'm just like a host at a restaurant. That's my second job. So let's get into this. I also have yesterday's mascara still on. Don't want to talk about it. I'm not taking it off. So basically, I'm from Colorado and I moved to Arizona for college. I'm using the Revlon, I don't even know, it's cheap. So back in Colorado this summer, I decided to quit both my jobs because I was like traveling around the world and stuff. Like I went to South Africa, I went to New York, I went to North Dakota. Like I went on a lot of trips this summer, right? And so I'm like, okay, I can't work my main job because it's too, like, it was at a cafe. So, like, the schedule was too strict. Like, I couldn't really take all the time off. And I was moving to Arizona anyway, so I'm like, it's not really that important that I keep it. And so I was like, okay, well, why don't I just start nannying? Cool. So I started nannying for this one family. Cutest little girl I've ever seen, yada, yada. That was all great. But I'm like, not really getting enough hours because it was just kind of an occasional thing, like more of like a babysitting sitch than like a nannying sitch. So I go on Sitter City and I'm looking and I see this one guy and he's like, I need help like occasionally with my 2-year-old daughter, yada yada. He lived like 12 minutes from me, so I'm like, oh, that's literally perf. I was 18 at this point. So I'm like, oh my gosh, literally perf. And then he goes, can you work today? And I was like, I mean, yeah. I have to wet my beauty blender and I'm literally way too lazy to get up and go to my bathroom, so I'm sticking it in my old cup of water. That's probably not sanitary at all. Anyways, so this guy asks, can you work today? And I was like, sure. He's like, it's only 2 hours. I literally just need to mow my lawn and like get some housework done, like, and I just need her to be occupied. And I'm like, okay, easy enough. Like, the dad will be there, so if anything goes too wrong. Granted, I'd never been to his house before, but he coincidentally lived on the same street that my ex lived on, right? So I'm like, okay, this will be kind of fun. Like, maybe I'll run into my ex. So I go, and everything's fine. Like, the daughter's really sweet. I could tell that I think she had, like, a little bit of special needs, but definitely undiagnosed, definitely fully functionable still. She just had a lot of, like, sensory issues, like, with socks and with, like, being wet and, like, with being cold. And, you know, like, she had to wear shoes and she had to have sleep. Like, there's just, like, a few little sensory issues, which was whatever. Like, it still went great. We played. It was extremely boring because she had literally no attention span, and then she would just start playing with herself, and then she would get mad at me for, like, sitting there and doing nothing, and I'm like, you're literally playing with yourself. What do you expect from me? Okay, anyways, after the dad was done, he literally, like, went in the shower while I was there, and she, like, was playing in the dad's room, and the bathroom didn't have a door on it. It was, like, one of those, like, wraparound rooms, and I don't know about you guys, but literally, I get uncomfy, like, going in the parents' room when I babysit. For bronzer, I'm literally using Dollar Store LA Colors Shimmer Bronzer because I'm a poor broke college student. So anyway, she wants to play in the dad's room, so I'm like, yeah, okay, chillin', like, whatever. This is kind of ocky-pocky, but... And so I go in there, and he comes back from mowing, and he's like, I'm gonna go shower now. Like I said, there wasn't, like, a door to the bathroom. It was one of those, like, wraparounds. Like, you couldn't see anything from the bedroom anyways, but there was no door. And then the little girl was, like, getting so mad because she, like, wanted to shower with her dad. Because, like I said, she's having, like, a little bit of sensory issues. Like, she felt dirty and she wanted to shower. He proceeded to come out and literally... It wasn't, like, a towel, but, like, barely any clothing. Like, some teeny tiny pants and like some muscle tank. And I'm like, your babysitter's here. Your 18-year-old babysitter's here and you're coming out like this. Like, I mean, it wasn't like inappropriate, but it definitely wasn't appropriate either. So whatever. That happens. Then after the shift, he literally kept me for like an hour and like talked to me about my life and like, because I want to be a model and actress. Whatever, that's my dream. I don't really care what your opinion is on it. If it's my dream, it's my dream, and I'm gonna make it happen, you know? And he was just like lecturing me like he was like my father or something. So literally kept me for like an hour after my shift to talk to me. Didn't even pay me to be talked to. I'm like, whatever, like, what can you do, you know? Okay, next I'm using this LA Show It Off blush and highlight. So, whatever, we're talking, yada, yada, it's going fine. I need to see what time it is. Guys, it's literally 10:29. Oh, no, this is not good. I have to leave here in 15 minutes. Shoot. So, whatever, we were talking, I'm like, this is really freaking annoying, but, like, whatever, I'll just deal with it. And then I proceed to babysit for him, like, a few more times, like, whatever. He would still talk to me. Like, he wasn't ever inappropriate, but he was telling me how he would be, like, a big whore in college and stuff, and how he went to college, like, by where I'm going to college and stuff. Oh, yeah, I'm using the Wet n Wild highlight, and the lids broke off. It's a whole situation. So how he's like, I know how college boys are, like, yada, yada, like, just be careful, blah, blah. I was one of those college boys, and I'm like, okay, this dude was definitely, like, a hoe in college, but whatever, like, it's not my place to say. He'd also tell me about his ex-wife, who was, like, some Instagram influencer, and he's like, the influencer life tears apart families, yeah. I'm like, okay, like, thanks for letting me know. And then, like, the daughter would just, like, gradually get more and more uncomfortable around me, like, would just scream the whole time I'm there and stuff. And the dad's like, yeah, she has attachment issues, kind of deal with it. Like, I'm trying to get her to stop. So I'm like, this sucks. Anyways, so it's just, like, not the funnest situation ever, but, like, I just put up with it because, like I said, I needed the money, and it was, like, kind of a consistent job I had. One time over the summer, he then, because I guess he, like, travels for his work, and he's like, hey, I'm going to this conference in Utah, and I have to take my daughter. If I get you a room, can you come? And I'm like, okay, you could have worded that a little differently. Like, that made me feel, oh, sorry, I'm using a eyeshadow palette to do my eyebrows. I'm like, you could have worded that differently to, like, make it less uncomfy for me. So anyways, I didn't end up going because, like, I had moved to college before that time. But I'm like, this is super weird. Like, don't tell me that you're going to book me a flight and get me a room just so I can watch your daughter for 2 hours a day. He needed me for 2 hours for 2 days, and he was going to book me a flight and get me a whole room for this. And I'm like, it would have been fun if he wasn't so creepy. And then I go to college, yada, yada. Everything's great. Everything's good. We're doing great, yada, yada, thriving in college. And then over winter break, I go back home, and he adds me on Snapchat. He adds me on Snapchat, like, and it said, like, from number or whatever. So he literally went on his phone, found my number, added me on Snapchat from it. And I'm like, that's weird. Like, that is unprofessional, sir. And so, whatever. I add him back because I'm like, maybe he just wants, like, easier communication. I don't know. Just send me pictures of his daughter. So he asked me, and he does indeed send me pictures of his daughter, but I'm like, honey, I babysat for you like 5 times. I don't need to see pictures of your daughter on Snapchat. Like, that's super weird. And then, oh my gosh, I can always get one eye to look decent, and one eye just looks terrible. Anyways, so I have him on Snapchat. And then over break, he's like, hey, like, can you come babysit again? And I'm like, yeah, for sure, bro. Like, you're really weird, but whatever. So I go babysit, and the first time, like, yada, yada, all's good. He's just like, how's college? Yada, yada, yada. Like, I'm watching the kid. That looks terrible. I don't even care right now. Okay, so that's good. Next, I'm using this e.l.f. shimmer eyeshadow. And then I babysit. It's fine. I don't stay super long after. He's just like, how's college? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, and then I go one more time to babysit for him before break is over. And it was the last night that I was home too. So I literally told him, I'm like, yeah, I can come, but I can't stay late. Like, basically, like, I can't stay and talk to you because you have nobody in your life to talk to. Like, I can't do that. And so he's like, yeah, like, perv, like, I'll hurry home. He hurries home. No, he still talks to me. I keep, like, I'm not trying to be rude, but I keep, like, checking my phone to, like, look at the time, like, to kind of give him a hint, like, I need to go, and all of this stuff. And he's not taking the hint. And so then this is what he proceeds to tell me. Extremely inappropriate to tell your 19-year-old babysitter with your 2.5-year-old daughter sitting there listening. He goes, how are guys in college? And I'm like, oh, whatever. Like, I just got out of a relationship. Like, I'm just taking it slow, not really in a rush. He's like, they suck, don't they? And I'm like, well, they're all kind of immature, but they're all also freshmen in college. Like, I was not expecting them to be mature. And he's like, I was one of those guys, and I warned you. Like, they're terrible. And I'm like, okay, thank you for your observation. Like, I could have figured that out on my own. Like, I don't revolve my entire college existence around guys, but glad that you think that of me. And then he's like, proceeds to tell me how when he was in college, he went to ASU. I went to GCU. He went to Arizona State, Grand Canyon University. They're like 20 minutes away, rival colleges, right? Whatever. Like, they have this little, ooh, you go to ASU, like, I can't talk to you, blah, blah, whatever. So he proceeds to tell me how when he was in college, he owned a unclothed site for women. And he's like, yeah, I owned 43 girls. I'm like, girls are not property to own. And so then, like, whatever. I'm like, your daughter's sitting here listening to you. Like, cool, no shame that you did it. Like, you're trying to be a better man, better father. But your daughter is sitting here. She is 2.5 years old. Like, yeah, she doesn't know what that means. But, like, she has a brain. Like, she's still taking in what you're saying. And I'm like, I've been in your house. I've been here with you showering, yada, yada. I've been here. Like, this is uncomfortable. So then, like, because I had been telling him how I wanted to be, like, an actress and model, yada, yada, whatnot. And he's like, I'm just warning you, like, I'm getting a phone call. One sec. I decided to not answer that phone call. And I have to go. So whatever. And then I, like, told him how I want to be an actress and a model, and he's like, just so you know, everybody in that industry is going to want to sleep with you. Like, you won't make it anywhere unless you sleep with someone. If you're really doing it because you like the art, then just go do some local club, but, like, I don't know, like, acting club, whatnot. But, like, if you actually if you actually just want to do it to get people to know your name, that's a terrible reason to do it, and you're going to fail, and like, if you don't sleep around, like, you don't seem like the kind of girl who would do that, but they're going to ask you to, and you're not going to make it anywhere if you don't. And, like, I know, because yada, 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 yada. Did I ask? I literally do not remember asking. I'm like, thank you so much for thinking that I have so little talent that I need to sleep around to get it. Like, do you really think that if it's between Zendaya and some chick who, like, just is terrible at acting, never done it before in her life, but she slept with the director, you think they're going to choose that actress? Honey, no. It's about who you know, it's about talent, yada, yada. Granted, I know the industry is corrupted. Trust me, I know it's not a good industry to be in, but I'm like, I don't remember asking. So then, whatnot, he's like, I hate to do this, but I know a few people in the industry, and, like, if you really want an introduction, I can get you one, even though I'm not going to be happy about it. And I'm like, yeah, that'd be great. Give me an introduction, please. Thank you. He's like, fine. And, like, gets all mad. I'm like, I'm not your daughter. Don't tell me what to do. You offered. So I go back to college, right? And I go back to college, and I get a text from him on Snap. He goes, hey, I'm in the area. I'm like, okay. I'm not going to meet up with you, weirdo. I think I'm going to go super simple for my hair today and just put it on a clip. But he goes, hey, I'm in the area. And I'm like, you're weird. I was just like, okay. And he's like, how you doing, kiddo? Don't call me kiddo, please. And I'm like, oh, I'm good, thanks. And he's like, yada, yada, just keeps the conversation going. And I'm like, this is so uncomfortable for me, sir. And then I go, hey, have you had a chance to send over the introductions yet? Or, like, do the introductions or whatever? The response that he made was the most inappropriate thing I have ever heard in my entire life. I'm 19. I'm not a minor, but very close to one. Like, I was literally 18. I was a fresh adult when I went to his house to babysit for him for the first time. I took care of his 2-year-old daughter, and what he said next was completely out of the line. Completely out of the line. Okay, I literally had to pull up my photos for reference. I'll scoot off to the side so I can put the paragraph right here. He goes, hey. I said, hey, have you gotten a chance to do those introductions yet? This man goes, I haven't gotten a chance yet, period. Then in another text, I reached out to my friend Michael, and he said he will meet with you as long as you sleep with him. And then in another text, he goes, so I just confirmed with Michael that you're willing to sleep with him, and he said he'll get you connected as long as you DM him on Instagram confirming so he can check out your photos. And then another text, LOL. I'm just gonna leave that there and process. But then my response was a queen response. So basically I screenshotted what he had said, and then I didn't answer for like 2 days. Like, I half swiped it and screenshotted it, and then I didn't answer for 2 days. And then he deleted the chat, like deleted 4 chats, but I still remembered what he said. So this was my response. Queen response. Again, I'll put it right here. Excuse you? Joke or not, what in the world gave you the idea that you can say things like that to me? You literally hire me to take care of your daughter. Would you want some man commenting about her like that? I'm sorry you have such crappy friends that women are just sex objects to them. It's not the industry that's corrupted. It's people like you and your friends that are corrupted. Don't ever speak to a woman like that again. Thanks for the offer, but I think I'm quite capable of making it on my own. Period, queen. I literally have to leave in 2 whole minutes, so I need to hurry and get dressed, but I'll show you the fit. It's these skinny jeans, this white turtleneck, and this white vest. And I'm gonna change in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I had to move y'all so you get a better view of the fit, but here it is. Yeah, cute. Now I gotta pick out accessories, and I'm just gonna wear it with white Vans, but I'm not wearing them right now. Now we're in my accessory station, and I think I'm gonna go with this necklace. It's like half pearl, half chain. Okay, yeah, that's really cute. Kind of want to layer it with something gold. I wonder how it would look with this gold and white necklace layered. Let's try it out. Okay, let me try something different. I'll take off this pearl necklace and I will layer my Kate Spade butterfly necklace with the gold and pearl. Okay, yeah, that's definitely cuter. I like that. And then for earrings, I think I'm just gonna go with these Kate Spade little diamond things. Okay, I literally cannot get the other earring in, and I'll deal with that later. I don't have enough time, but here's the jewelry. And that's a fit. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's storytime fit check video, and don't let anything like that happen to you. Okay, love you, bye. Yeah.